Hey Internet! My name's Julian and I'm back with a movie review. No, you do not need to adjust your TV screens. Yes, I am missing a beard. And yes, I do have some stylish blonde hair. So, let's just jump right into it. I was actually able to go see Annabelle Creation a week early due to some rewards program thing through a movie theater. They're giving out free movie previews. Maybe I'll be able to see Hitman's Bodyguard as well this week, so that'll be like a week early as well. If I can, I will put out that review as well. So, Annabelle Creation. We all kind of know the Conjuring and Annabelle series so far, and it's had some lows and highs. But this is actually a high point in the series. I'd say it's actually a pretty good movie so far in the series. Actually beats out Annabelle, which came out in 2014, and is probably almost on par with the Conjuring, the first Conjuring movie itself. So it actually releases August 11th. Like I said, I got to see it a week in advance, so it's going to be coming out this week if you're watching this right away. If not, it came out August 11th, so go watch it. It's directed by David F. Sandberg. It's produced by Peter Safran and James Wan. Now, the movie stars Stephanie Sigman, Tabitha Bateman, Anthony LaPaglia, and Miranda Otto. So I probably butchered half those names, but we'll just keep going on. It's got a runtime of 109 minutes, and it's rated R for horror, violence, and terror. Now, as I said, Annabelle Creation is part of the Conjuring series. It's the fourth in the series, and it's a prequel to the 2014 Annabelle film. This movie actually tells the story of what led up to the possession of the doll and the aftermath, and like I said, it leads up pretty well actually into Annabelle from 2014. The movie was actually really good. I definitely enjoyed it. The story is really good. It flowed really well and definitely told exactly what we needed to know on how things became became to be in Annabelle and The Conjuring and everything like that. So I was excited because I do love this franchise, and although Annabelle was not that great, and even The Conjuring 2 was I love the story that's revolved around these people. So we also get a subtle hint at another villain from the franchise called the Nun. There is a nun in this story. After the family loses their child that you've seen in the trailers, and the doll becomes possessed, they take in a nun and some kids whose orphanage has, I guess, closed, or they're trying to just kind of get away from it. And in one of the scenes, there is a photo of a bunch of nuns from a monastery, and when they kind of like tilt the frame, there's like a brief image of the nun from, I believe it's Conjuring 1 and 2, maybe even Annabelle, that they kind of show glimpses of. So it was definitely an awesome nod, considering that's going to be the next movie in the series, apparently. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Now, the atmosphere and the environment felt genuine. It felt as if it were out of the Midwest, West 1950s era, which kind of is where this film is taking place. It's kind of almost like a off-the-grid nowadays, or like a ranch in the middle of nowhere, no neighbors and a stone's throw kind of thing. So that definitely felt well put together. The automobiles matched, the dress, the house itself, everything matched well with the time period, which I'm really grateful for, because you do sometimes get movies where things feel out of place and shouldn't be there for the time period. So that's a good aspect for this movie. The visuals and the special effects are really good. Nothing kind of took me away from the film saying, man, that looks really cheesy or really bad or cartoony. Everything seemed to be as realistic as they could, and made the film more plausible, which in a horror film, that's your goal. You want to make it feel real for the people watching it, because you want them to leave being scared as shit. And although this movie may not do that for me, it may do it for some other people, which is the point of the movie. Let's see, the audio was done really well. The tones of the movie matched perfectly with what was going on. If there was this lead up to a jump scare, you know, you've got that build up of the music, and then bam, the event happens. And believe me, there were plenty of jump scares in this movie too, and that is a good thing. It even got me, and I'm not a guy who usually jumps at a lot of movies, maybe once or twice here and there, but this one definitely got me a couple times, which is good because that's what this film is supposed to do. It's supposed to scare you, and I'm happy for it because it's doing it really well. Now, the lighting was done well, although I did feel some of the scenes were a little dark, and that might be on purpose. You know, it keeps the mystery of what's going to happen next, or what's in that corner, or what's in the back of that stairwell kind of thing. So, I could see if they did it on purpose, then it's definitely, definitely done well. I just felt like sometimes it was hard to see. I do love the use of foreshadowing in this movie. There are points in times that things pop up, such as a well that was on the property and the girls kind of huddle around and talk around it, or like a scarecrow that they see. Just small things like that, or even the doll being made at the beginning, you know, kind of foreshadows to see what we already know is going to happen, although if you've never seen the series and you don't really know, but you kind of see exactly what's going to happen. And it's cool that they use that a lot in this film, and I like it. I love the use of foreshadowing. It's such a great technique. And like I said, at the end of the movie, it leads directly into Annabelle from 2014. So directly that they actually show a clip from the first movie, and I believe it's like one of the first scenes where the neighbor goes crazy and kills her parents with the cult leader thing. Yeah, that whole thing. So that's great. There was even like a real life nod to the actual possessed doll from in real life, and that's a Raggedy Ann doll, and they actually have one in the movie, and it's pretty interesting and cool to see, especially if you're a fan of this story in real life. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie, and I believe it to be a good film in the series. I'm excited to see what comes out next, so if you have the chance, go see the movie, make this popular, make them get their money, and so we can get more of these films, because they really know what they're doing. And it's funny that Universal recently stated that they are trying to do a monster universe, and with The Mummy coming out, it's kind of rocky footing to start off with, but man, like The Conjuring, if they decide to do like a ghost and demon universe, which kind of feels like it already is, I mean, they're blowing it out of the water. So go see the movie, enjoy it, get scared, and let me know how you feel about the movie in the comments below. If you've already seen it like me, let me know what your thoughts are below as well, and check out my other movie reviews. I should be having The Dark Tower out as well, and more in the future. And if you have any comments or suggestions on how I can improve this, let me know as well in the bottom. Check out my Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. I'll have that all right in the description, you know, like most people do. So thanks for watching. I'll see you at the movies.